Hello, bendición, everyone in the community. This is me, Yabosita. Today, I'm gonna touch on a topic. To some people, it's gonna be controversial. To some people, it might not sit right. To some people are under false pretexts or illusions or assumptions about me. Okay? First and foremost, I just want to let people know que yo estoy de Yabo. I know people are going up in a tandem, in uproar, going up like, ay, Dios mío, qué falta de respeto. ¿Quién es su madrina? ¿Cómo se atreve esa Yabosita? To those people that do support me, that are open-minded enough, that are giving me sound advice and encouraging me and supporting me, I want to extend siempre la bendición y thank you for your encouraging words. Thank you for your sound advice. I am taking everything into consideration. I am fully aware of what I'm doing. Understand? With that said, just letting people know, understand, that yo estoy de Yabo. Recién me hice santo. Tiene hija de Obanani y Ochosi. Understand? This was a long struggle for me. That came with a lot of personal and financial sacrifices. Something that I've worked very hard in my endeavors to achieve. Understand? Nothing I ever do is by chance. Understand? Both good and those things that are perceived as bad. And sometimes the things that I've done in my life, they were bad, I don't have regrets about nothing because I'm a strong believer everything in life happens for a particular reason, and they shape and mold us who we are today. Understand? And I want us to be very clear, understand, about one thing. Understand? I knew what I was getting myself into before I went and did my cariocha. The same way I knew what I was getting into when I knocked on my madrina's door, when I knocked en el cuarto de santo before I proceeded further, and when I committed myself to undergoing this rite of passage. Understand? People told me what's expected of me. I was very transparent with my elder, what I expected of her, of them. And I'm gonna be very honest, I have a lot of trepidations about the community based upon my past experiences, understand? And my experiences made me who I am today. I'm very resilient. I'm very strong. I'm very headstrong. I've come a long way from the person I used to be. Understand? Let's not get that ever twisted. I'm very realistic about that. And one of the biggest things why I got involved in Santeria, understand, was because I needed Santo. I'm going to be very honest. I needed Santo in my life for my health, for my stability, just to give me a different perspective, a new life, a new beginning, a fresh start, Understand? I didn't even think it was possible. Understand? To be honest, I didn't think it was possible. I'm just a simple little espiritista, media unidad, muertera, whatever you want to call, from the hood, from the Bronx, okay? I've been around. I've seen a lot of people. A lot of people know me. A lot of people think they know me. A lot of people know of me or heard of me in hushed tones and whispers. Some people son más atrevidos que los otros, I've done a lot of good in this community. And, subsequently I went through a lot of trials and tribulations in this community as well. As a result of that, I am who I am today as a result of that, So, I'm bringing this video, right, because, people are going into an uproar over this Yabo that's over here posting this video, ¿Qué atrevimiento? Who's her godmother? Ay, multa pa ella. She's gonna, what she's doing is gonna be detrimental to her as a Yabo. Understand? She's in a very delicate state. Understand? que muchas cosas le pueden pasar, que esto y lo otro. I'm very conscious of all that stuff. I'm very conscious of all that stuff. You know, it is not my intention. It is not my motivation to come on here and create a scandal. I don't have no hidden agendas. I'm very transparent. Understand? I'm very open-minded. I'm very direct and clear and concise. Understand? And I want to speak to you guys about this whole yaboraje thing, you know? I know the rules that were mandated of me. I know the rules and this that were given to me, the instructions that were given to me, and those things that I need to follow to make sure and ensure that I safeguard my passage as a yabo. Understand? Safeguard my passage on the side of the yabo. Make sure that I don't put myself in direct proportion, in contrast, or in direct line of fire of situations, people, thinking, thought forms, energies that might be detrimental to me. Understand? I'm very aware of that, you know? But also, I'm a very realistic person, you know? The reality of the matter is, you know, I do these videos, understand? Because this is my contribution as a espiritista, because before I was a santera or yabosita, or I started crawling, or I started endeavoring to even so much as entertain the idea of learning and growing within this tradition, or seeking the help, assistance of other people within this tradition. Yo soy espiritista through and through. Yo soy media unidad, yo soy muertera, understand? Yo he trabajado mesa, ¿entiendes? Yo tengo un templo que yo he creado yo misma, understand? Que yo enseño, que yo doy clases de instrucciones, que yo ayudo, ¿entiendes? Que yo he participado, understand? Y la poca persona, the few little people that do know me, know the effect that I give, know my talents, know what I contribute, how I work, how I labor, understand? And none of this is by chance, understand? You know, I want us to be very clear on something, understand? Before I was a yabo, I was a espiritista. This is my contributions to my community. I'm a contributing member to my community, understand? Through my faculties, I assist people, understand? And I get compensated for that. I don't get rich. I'll never get rich off this. Understand? Porque es un don que me dio Dios y los elevados espíritus que caminan conmigo, mi abuela, mi abuelo, mi bisabuela, y toda esa gente que ha estado conmigo antes que yo vine a esta tierra. ¿Entiendes? Y muy agradecida que estoy de eso. Understand? Because I am who I am today because of them, you know? But let's be mindful of one thing. Understand? If you have a profession, say you're an officer, say you're a fireman, say you're a peluquero, peluquera, say you're a bouncer at a club in the evening and stuff like that, and you undergo your rite of passage, and you get initiated within this tradition, you have to be the yabo for a year and 7 days. You have to be in white. There's certain things that you have to complete, you know, within a certain amount of time, certain ritualistic endeavors that you need to, or milestones that you need to attain and reach. Understand? As part of your yaboraje, as part of being a newly consecrated priest or priestess of the orishas, you know. Most of these jobs will tell you to wear a uniform, you know. Like if you're a police officer, you have to wear a uniform, and you might not have the liberty to be able to be in uniform, and I mean in de blanco as an officer, and hacer lo que tú tienes que hacer, do the things that you need to do for yourself to cumplir su yaboraje. So therefore, you know, you dress in your uniform, you come home, you take a shower, you put on your whites, y sigue pa'lante. You know, you go into your studies, into reflection, into mindfulness, Keep your head even keel. Don't put yourself in stark contrast with certain things that might expose you to certain energies and stuff. If I am putting myself out there in this video, understand? It's because through my videos, I not only contribute to my community through my understanding, understand? But through this medium, understand? Let's get this clear. Through this medium, it affords me the opportunity to bring about exposure to myself and what I could contribute, but also it's a means and method by which sometimes people could reach out to me seeking answers, questions, or seek out my services. Understand? Seek out my services, okay? So these are one of the tools that I utilize to assist me to be able to fulfill my financial spiritual obligations. Because aquí, nothing is free. Understand? Every step you make within this tradition, within many of the various faith systems that we endeavor to be a part of, requires a lot of personal sacrifices. Folks ain't giving you nothing free. They might consider prices, they might take into consideration your situations, but those situations are far in between. At the end of the day, people pay their bills, understand? Depending the type of rapport that you have with your elder, understand? They'll decide what their fees will be, understand? And you, obviously, if you're truly serious and you feel that this is what you need to do, you have to make some provisions of some sacrifices and do what you have to do for yourself, for your betterment. You understand? This is sacrifices. Todo es sacrificio. Understand? Everything's a sacrifice, And it's very hard for me. I made a lot of sacrifices. Me and my partner, we both made a lot of sacrifices to gather the money, gather the materials, gather the things that were prescribed to us, things that we needed to come with and bring and have in place and stuff like that. And by no means it was easy. Understand? But we achieved that. Understand? Estoy de Yabo. Understand? Estoy de Yabo. And I'm going to continue to do what I have to do. Understand? Why? Because I was already authorized. I was very clear with my elder, with the ile that I belong to. And I was very clear and concise with her and transparent with her and let her know that madrina, con todo respeto, I want to make sure I do my stuff right. I don't want to rub people the wrong way. I don't want to be a scandal. No quiero traerte defamar tu casa, traerte falta de respeto. And I want to make sure that my situation doesn't become detrimental either. Esto es lo que hay. I am a public figure. And my partner's a public figure. He's an artist, he's a musician, and et cetera, and I'm a public figure because, I create this type of content. I create this is my contribution to my community, understand? So it puts me out there, I know some people are saying, there's a better way to contribute than to expose yourself, to show yourself. You could do a voiceover or maybe put a cute little picture and stuff like that. The reality of the matter is, that's not going to work. That's not going to work for me. Understand? Realistically, how much people do you know that's going to sit there through a voiceover, understand? And a little picture staring back at them, People like to engage. People like engagement. People like to see things, Like people want to see the person they're talking to and stuff like that. So therefore, that's like I'm here. I'm here to share, understand? I'm here to share myself. I'm here to share my understanding, my knowledge, understand? And contribute something, understand? And that's what I'm doing. And that's what I'm going to continue to do, understand? As long as I'm okay, as long as my godmother understands what I am doing, understand? And the motivations behind what I'm doing, That's all that matters. That's all that matters. The opinions of others don't matter to me. What people might think of me doesn't matter to me. Understand? What people are saying and whispering doesn't matter to me. Understand? Because there's a lot of people that like to sensationalize things. There's a lot of people that are looking for scandals. There's a lot of people that's looking for a platform to speak about things sin saber, sin preguntar, you know? And people have so much questions about, oh my God, la Yabosita, ¿qué tú estás haciendo? Instead of making inflammatory statements or throwing in directs or trying to pass yourself off to be this righteous person that you're over here endeavoring to protect my best interest, and you put in these little, gaslighting statements on my page, on my account, under my headings and stuff like that, Why don't you private message me? I might, as a courtesy, explain myself to you always and when you are respectful in how you come across at me. If you gaslight on my page, understand? I'm going to respond to you. Understand? I don't have no qualms, no issues in communicating, understand, with people. Understand? What I'm not going to do is be people's clown. What I'm not going to do is allow people to take me out of character or allow people to sit there and think that they're going to treat me as they see fit and get my head hot and bothered. See, because I'm in total control of myself and my process. Understand? I allow you. Understand? If I allow you to do that, I might as well lay down. Understand? And I'm built for this. I didn't start becoming strong, or people are telling me to become strong now because you're a Yabo. I've been strong. Understand? I've been resilient. Understand? I've been molded and prepared for this long before I so much as picked up my sopera or endeavored to knock on anybody's door. Understand? And I know what I'm getting myself into, and I know what I'm. But I'm also very, very, very aware of the type of people that exist out there, the type of people that exist on Facebook, on social media platforms, and how people like to scandalize things, and people like to do lives and talk y hablar, understand? Sin preguntar, sin investigar, understand? As long as I am well with what I'm doing, as long as I'm not allowing people to take me out of character, or people or I engage and I entertain the nonsense and the inflammatory and negative stuff that people want to throw out there, I'm good. I'm secure in myself and my abilities to handle anything that's thrown my way. Understand? But I want people to think to challenge yourself to think outside the box. To challenge yourself to think, this is my means to be able to sustain myself and maintain my stability. Understand? To maintain some semblance of my financial stability, and through this be able to fulfill some of my financial spiritual obligations that I need to fulfill. Everything's expensive. Todo cuesta dinero. Todo. Nada es gratis. So I have to do what I have to do to continue being on my grind. Understand? This is my way of life, and I'm going to continue doing what I have to do. I just have to be mindful of certain things. I have to be discerned very carefully. I have to know my limitations. I need to make sure that I always follow certain key rules, not to put myself in harm's way. But outside the scope of that, I'm good, and I'm gonna be good. Understand? I'm gonna continue to be good. I'm gonna thrive. I'm gonna grow. I'm gonna grow in understanding and knowledge. I'm gonna make sure that I gravitate toward those people that have something positive to contribute to me, and I'm gonna lay up low, stay away like I've always done, with those people that come with malicious intent, those people that want to come and scandalize and create rifts and problems that they gather and whisper in their little groupies and stuff like that, and sitting up in the cut following my every move and stuff like that to see what kind of endeavors she's getting herself into and stuff like that. I know why people want to sit there and discredit my godmother. I know that people are sitting there, ay Dios mío, la madrina de ella un escándalo, ¿cómo va a ser que ella permite? How is it that she permits her god kids to do what she does? Una falta de respeto. I know people want to scandalize me and take me apart and say, ay Dios mío, esa yabosita una falta de respeto, and post me all about and stuff like that, and think that they're going to utilize me as a catalyst, as a platform for their little personal circus. Understand? I ain't nobody's circus. I ain't nobody's joke. Understand? Yo estoy de Yabo, and I'm going to make sure that I continue to follow what I need to follow for myself, and I'm going to protect myself, and I'm going to safeguard myself, safeguard my passage, and I have a good house I belong to. I have a godmother that supports me. I have a community that's out there that knows exactly what I'm doing, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Everybody else is optional. Everybody else is optional. What I choose to post or what I choose to explain or divulge to you, understand, is up to me. Understand? If I tell you it's none of your business, it's none of your business. You take it how you want to take it. Understand? Because at the end of the day, the only thing that truly does matter is not only my endeavors, my journey, my relationship with my orishas, my relationship with my muertos, my eguns, understand? And the relationship that I sustain with those people that truly encourage me, support me, and love me unconditionally. Outside of the scope of that, everybody else, yo, que no para el lado, ¿entiende? Para el lado, straight up para el lado. You know, either you're there with me or you're there to move out my way. But I refuse to sit and censor myself. I refuse to sit there and start taking down my posts. I refuse to sit there and be like, you know something, I'm going to take down this video, or let me alter my video and do this, do that, you know. For what? For who? Understand? I know what I'm getting myself, and I know exactly what I'm doing. Understand? And I'm always going to be mindful. I'm always going to be respectful. I'm always going to extend the courtesy and the respect to those who respect me. If you don't respect me and you decide that you want to come out of character, I know how to deal with people like that too. You know what I'm saying? I didn't come over here and all of a sudden I'm holier than thou and I'm this righteous person dressed in white and I'm coming, oh my God, you're a Espiritista, you're this, you're that. I'm also very aware of the malice and the evil and the filth that exists in this world that I'm going to have to be confounded to experience on a daily basis, understand? And how to navigate those places and stuff like that. So with that said, you know, like, I hope that people have looked on this video with an open heart and an open mind and do understand. People have to make a living. People don't have the luxury to sit there and stop working for a year and 7 days. Understand? 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. Because they need to be de blanco and fulfill their mandates as a Yabo. Some people have to continue being on their grind. Understand? Some people have to recoup. Understand? Some of the investments that they put in order to be able to fulfill their spiritual endeavors and pay for their rites of passage. Understand? That's a reality. Understand? That's a reality. That's a hardcore reality. Understand? And nobody pays my bills. Nobody sustains me. Only one that sustains me is my partner, and we're doing this good together. Understand? We don't seek handouts for nobody. We don't beg or knock on people's doors. Understand? We don't bother nobody. Understand? But don't come on my page. Understand? Gaslighting, making inflammatory statements, or thinking that you're going to somehow sway me this way or that way, or try to gaslight situations or instigate situations porque a ti te salen de a donde ya tú sabes. Understand? Don't do that. Don't do that. Because if you could think you're going to clown me on my page, understand? If you think that you're going to clown me on my page, I'm going to be your circus. With that said, que Dios me lo cuide, me lo favorezca a todos. Gracias por el apoyo de todas esas personas que en verdad justicia me quieren, me aprecian, me adoran. Y los demás ya tú sabes lo que pueden hacer. Por lo tanto, I'm going to continue to be me. I'm going to continue to live my truth. I'm going to continue to be me wherever I'm at. And nobody's going to stop that flow. So God bless y'all. Y que Dios me lo cuida a todos. Chao.